Welcome back to the Jeep Journals. My name is Ray, and so far, recently in particular, you've been riding along on this adventure, checking out my fantastic arsenal of acoustic guitars. I think at least one of them was an electric acoustic, and maybe I'll refeature it in one of the future clips, showcasing its electric sound. I'm not really sure. What I am sure of is that I wanted to make a progression of songs, of clips that showcased each of these guitars, of course, paired to what they were intended to be paired to, which is music for your ears and also for my ears. Sometimes I like to listen to tunes, and sometimes I like to hear things that are different. Have you ever heard any bootleg copies of concerts where you heard someone singing and they had a completely different presentation, or any cover songs where someone sang someone else's song and it was completely different than anything that you'd ever heard before? Did you know that this song was not originally by Guns N' Roses? Did you know that it was by Bob Dylan? In my particular case, when I first heard the song Knockin' on Heaven's Door, it was on one of, if not both of the Use Your Illusions cassettes at the time, or I guess CDs. I believe I had CDs at that time when that double album came out. And it was quite an impressive arrangement of music. You know, Axl Rose, he definitely has a voice that is unbelievable. And I'm so thankful that they somehow made their break on MTV with that amazing Welcome to the Jungle video, for an example. Just for one, there were so many videos that they had on MTV that were beautiful. If you watch, for an example, Patience by Guns N' Roses on YouTube, especially on a big screen, especially if you have a smart TV, you'll watch something in particular, if you've seen it before, you'll watch something that transports you back to another era. Music is ever so powerful, and in this particular instance, I'm using a Mitchell MX420, which is a beautiful guitar. In the prior segment, you saw a Mitchell MX400, which has a lighter color than this guitar. This guitar has a much darker look, and so I wanted to pair it to some brighter lyrics. So that's when I said, that bright white light is shining down, feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I wanted to add a little bit of a twist to the lyrics, not only to have a double album release type presentation, just like in the Use Your Illusion era, but also because I remember way back when I had loaned the lyric liner, the liner of the CD to someone who was really into religion at that time, and they made some comments about one of the songs that this person must not know God, because basically the cold black cloud is coming down doesn't sound like what you would experience if you were really knocking on heaven's door. Now, keep in mind that not everyone's experience will be the same, and that, quite honestly, this is really just a mystery to most of us, unless you are in and of the alignment to peace. When you're aligned with peace and trying to help one another, when you're not looking out just for your own self-interest, in a lot of cases, I believe that we're already well on that spiritual journey that some people have accidentally left way back further on the trail somewhere. That's why this channel, where I tie into nature and talk about hiking in nature and showcase wildlife and life in general, and how precious it is, especially as we look at the climactic events that are happening recently. That's why I try to showcase these things in a way that maybe will resonate with some of the people who have been a little bit hardened of heart, to where they can't really hear, see, or speak anything that's truthful anymore. This is just an idea. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what I'm accusing anyone of. I'm just suggesting that communication can go in multiple directions, and without ever verifying with, for an example, the songwriter, what the lyrics meant at that time, we'll never really be able to clarify or change the trajectory of those things that were shared in the past or even that are continuing to be shared right now. So in this realm of online activity, sharing is caring. I appreciate you so much for sharing these videos on your own social feeds. Thank you so much for your continued encouragement. I've got a long way to go to showcase all the rest of these guitars. I think I have one more acoustic, this one right here. And believe it or not, today I heard from someone that I'm going to be finally getting back that Dean Mako Glory, the second one that I ordered, second one which was damaged in the mail, and the second one that's being repaired. I got word that it was pretty much near completion. And the word was it was supposed to be ready yesterday, but there was something else that needed to be addressed on it, which would possibly be completed today. It's well into Friday evening. I believe that this guitar will not be ready until next week, but that's okay because, as I said, I have one more acoustic in my current arsenal that I'd like to showcase. I really don't know if I'll put a special song together for that Glory. I might. Maybe if you leave something in the comments, if I haven't done it already, maybe I'll be encouraged to play one more song with that Dean Mako Glory, the second one. In the meanwhile, stay very tuned and keep an eye on this channel. And also, maybe if you're after your own Dean Mako yourself, do a search on some of the online guitar retailers, because I will have two of that guitar and there's a strong potential I might sell that, because I really only wanted one that had the graphic unblemished, since I do enjoy showcasing the guitars that I have. As I've said in the past, I've got one guitar that I'm kind of concerned with because it carries an energy that I don't quite know how to straighten out. Maybe with the assistance of my extremely religious friends and family, maybe we can turn off the thoughts of religion and start turning the conversation back to, hey, this is what I'm feeling in my heart. Do you feel anything in your heart still? And then maybe we can come to some kind of a more rewarding conversation than those things that we're typically being subjected to and typically discussing, that are mostly prompted by our news feeds. How is your online feed, by the way? Is it filled with joy and interesting subject material, or is it something that's fear-based and filled with anxiety-causing scenarios? All of these things are something you might want to consider as you're watching this channel and watching me just kind of wing it on this journey. Thank you again for watching and listening along here at the Jeep Journals. And until next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.